Right now, somewhere around 65 million people across America are silently suffering from a condition most are too embarrassed to even talk about: size, chronic constipation. And if you happen to be over the age of 55, your digestive system has already begun slowing down by nearly 40%. That means waste, food your body should have eliminated hours ago, is just sitting inside your intestines, fermenting, expanding, releasing harmful compounds directly into your system. But here's the part that will genuinely shock you. Surprised? The solution was never fiber. For many of you watching this right now, fiber has actually been making your situation significantly worse. What if I told you that a single oil from your own kitchen could restore normal bowel function in less than 12 hours? No painful cramping, no desperate sprint to the bathroom, just a smooth, complete, effortless release, the kind you have not experienced in years. I have carefully ranked the top 8 kitchen oils from least helpful to the absolute most powerful. And the one sitting at the very top of this list increased healthy bowel movement frequency by 76% in a published clinical trial. 76% from one single oil. Picture this. Instead of waking up feeling heavy, swollen, dreading the thought of buttoning your pants, you wake up feeling light, comfortable, at ease in your own body. This oil is almost certainly sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now. You may have even used it while preparing last night's dinner, but you have been using it in completely the wrong way. What I am about to reveal directly contradicts nearly everything mainstream medicine has told you about how digestion works. By the time this video ends, you will finally understand why all that fiber, all those store-bought laxatives, all those extra glasses of water you have been forcing yourself to drink never truly solved anything. Here is what actually happens inside your body after the age of 50. Your intestinal lining naturally produces a layer of protective mucus. This mucus acts as a lubricant, allowing waste to glide smoothly through your digestive tract. But after 50, your body's ability to produce this mucus drops by approximately 35%. Without that slippery coating, your colon walls become dry, rough, sticky. Everything inside slows to an agonizing crawl. This goes far beyond simply feeling backed up. When that internal lubrication vanishes, waste hardens and literally clings to the walls of your intestines. Toxins that your body should expel within hours remain trapped inside you for days. Inflammation begins spreading across your entire digestive system. And what concerns me most is a process where tiny pockets of bacterial waste begin seeping through your weakened intestinal barrier directly into your bloodstream. You cannot see this happening, you cannot feel it occurring, but it is taking place inside you every single day. Your physician will recommend more fiber, more water, perhaps a gentle stool softener. And yes, those things provide minor temporary relief, but they are addressing symptoms, not the underlying cause. The real problem is that your colon's natural lubrication system is breaking down, but this decline is not permanent. It is absolutely reversible. Certain kitchen oils can actually compel your body to rebuild that protective mucosal barrier, not through some mystical process, but through straightforward biochemistry, validated in peer-reviewed research. Specific fatty acid compounds within these oils attach to receptors along your intestinal wall and activate fresh mucus production. When that lubrication returns to your digestive tract, your colon begins moving waste efficiently, often within hours. This is what scientists call peristaltic restoration. Your gut's natural wave-like contractions reactivating, like a conveyor belt that has been jammed for months, finally beginning to turn again. Colon transit time can improve by 40 to 55% within a single week. The bloating lifts, the cramping subsides, that heavy, sluggish sensation simply melts away. Over several weeks, genuine healing occurs. Your gut lining repairs itself. Beneficial bacteria return, and that dangerous toxin leakage, it stops. But not every oil delivers equal results. Starting at position number 8, black seed oil. This oil has become incredibly trendy. Health creators everywhere promote it. Supplement retailers push it aggressively. And yes, the active compound called thymoquinone does possess legitimate anti-inflammatory benefits. However, when it comes to actually lubricating your colon and restoring movement, black seed oil accomplishes almost nothing. Research published in a respected pharmacology journal found it improved bowel transit time by a mere 6%. That is not meaningful relief. That is practically negligible. Black seed oil functions as an antioxidant, excellent for immune support. But your dehydrated, sluggish colon does not require another antioxidant. It requires lubrication. Think of it as polishing a vehicle that has no engine. It looks wonderful, but it goes absolutely nowhere. And at $18 to $25 for a small bottle, you are paying a premium price for minimal digestive benefit. Effectiveness rating, 2 out of 10. Healthy but largely irrelevant for constipation. Position number 7, castor oil. Your grandmother likely believed in this one completely. Traditional practitioners have recommended it for generations. It contains ricinoleic acid, a fatty acid that directly stimulates muscular contractions within your intestinal walls. That mechanism is genuine, but the effect is far too aggressive. Castor oil does not gently coat your colon. It forces violent, sudden contractions. Clinical research confirmed it triggers bowel movements within 2 to 6 hours. That sounds promising until you realize those movements arrive alongside severe cramping, waves of nausea, and explosive diarrhea. For anyone over 60, that is not relief. That is a medical concern. Castor oil functions as a stimulant laxative, not a lubricant. That distinction matters enormously. Stimulant laxatives force your colon to contract whether waste is ready to move or not. Over time, your colon becomes dependent on that artificial stimulation. Use it regularly, and your digestive system gradually forgets how to function independently. Medical professionals refer to this as laxative dependency. It is alarmingly widespread among adults over 55. If you ever use castor oil, limit it to once or twice monthly. Never consume it on an empty stomach. Begin with half a teaspoon rather than the full tablespoon most sources suggest. And if you currently take blood pressure medication or blood thinning drugs, speak with your physician first. Effectiveness rating, 3 out of 10. Powerful, but genuinely risky. Position number 6, hemp seed oil. This one gets unfairly ignored because people mistakenly associate it with something entirely different. It has absolutely zero connection to marijuana. What hemp seed oil does contain is a remarkably balanced 3-to-1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids. That specific ratio directly reduces the intestinal inflammation that worsens constipation. Published research found hemp seed oil improved intestinal movement by roughly 16% over 4 weeks. Respectable, but not dramatic. The gamma-linolenic acid within it helps your intestinal lining generate additional protective mucus, so it does gradually address the root problem. The drawback is that hemp seed oil is extremely delicate. Heat destroys those beneficial omega fatty acids almost immediately. You absolutely cannot cook with it or add it to warm dishes. It must be consumed raw and cold, and it turns rancid quickly. Perhaps 3 to 4 weeks after opening, even when properly refrigerated, at around $15 per bottle. That is costly for something with such a short usable lifespan. If you choose to try it, 1 tablespoon drizzled over a cool salad in the morning produces the best results. Never heated, always refrigerated. Effectiveness rating, 4 out of 10. Gentle but impractically fragile. Position number 5, avocado oil. This one catches most people off guard. The majority think of avocado oil purely as a cooking ingredient, but it is a legitimate gut restoration tool. Your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria inhabiting your intestines, governs nearly every aspect of your digestive function. When harmful bacteria overwhelm the beneficial ones, your colon decelerates, waste accumulates, and toxins build. Avocado oil contains oleic acid and specific plant compounds that selectively nourish beneficial bacteria while suppressing harmful strains. Research published in a functional foods journal demonstrated that daily avocado oil consumption improved gut bacterial diversity by 22% in just 3 weeks. The effect begins within days. People commonly report reduced gas, less abdominal swelling, and noticeably smoother bowel movements by day 4 or 5. However, execution matters enormously. Most consumers purchase refined avocado oil because it costs less. That is a mistake. Refining strips away nearly all the beneficial plant compounds. You need unrefined, cold-pressed avocado oil. Look for a deep green color. If it appears pale yellow, it has been heavily processed. Take 1 tablespoon raw, approximately 20 minutes before your evening meal. A small pinch of sea salt helps it go down more easily. The disadvantage is price. Genuine cold-pressed avocado oil typically costs around $20 per bottle, though it lasts roughly 6 weeks. Effectiveness rating, 6 out of 10. Genuinely effective, but relatively expensive. Position number 4, MCT oil paired with fresh lemon juice. This combination is dramatically underappreciated for digestive issues. MCT refers to medium-chain triglycerides, fatty acids compact enough to completely bypass your standard digestive process. While other oils require bile and enzymes for breakdown, MCTs absorb directly through your intestinal wall and travel straight to your liver. When MCTs reach your gut, they trigger a rapid release of motilin, the master hormone controlling peristalsis, those rhythmic contractions that propel waste through your colon. Gastroenterology research found MCT supplementation improved colonic transit time by 33%. The lemon juice serves a critical purpose beyond flavor. Citric acid stimulates your gallbladder to release bile, which functions as a natural intestinal lubricant. Results come quickly. People commonly report improvement within 4 to 8 hours. Bloating subsides, pressure diminishes. That stuck, heavy sensation simply releases, and it is remarkably affordable. A quality bottle of MCT oil costs approximately $12 and lasts an entire month. Combine 1 tablespoon with the juice of half a lemon in a small glass of room temperature water. Consume it first thing in the morning on a completely empty stomach. Wait 30 minutes before eating anything. One important note. Begin with just 1 teaspoon rather than a full tablespoon. MCT oil can produce stomach discomfort if you increase the amount too rapidly. Build up gradually over 1 week. If you take diabetes medication, consult your physician beforehand, as MCTs can influence blood sugar levels. Effectiveness rating, 8 out of 10. Powerful, affordable, remarkably fast-acting. Position number 3, virgin coconut oil paired with raw, unprocessed honey. Coconut oil surged in popularity roughly a decade ago. Most of those original claims were vastly exaggerated. Coconut oil does not reverse cognitive decline. It does not dissolve abdominal fat. But for coating and lubricating your colon, the science is solid. Virgin coconut oil contains lauric acid. When lauric acid reaches your intestines, gut bacteria convert it into a compound called monolaurin through a natural enzymatic process. Monolaurin accomplishes 2 things simultaneously. It eliminates harmful bacteria that slow your digestion, and it deposits a slippery protective layer along your intestinal walls, allowing waste to simply glide through. Your gut essentially receives a fresh protective coating. Clinical research found that coconut oil combined with raw honey improved complete bowel evacuation rates by 38% over 4 weeks. The raw honey is not merely an addition for taste. It contains specific enzymes that accelerate the conversion of lauric acid into monolaurin. Without the honey, the beneficial effect drops by nearly half. Blend 2 teaspoons of virgin coconut oil with 1 teaspoon of raw, unprocessed honey. Consume this mixture 30 minutes before your morning meal. The coconut oil must be virgin grade, not refined. The texture is admittedly unpleasant, thick and oily. It coats the inside of your mouth, but if you are genuinely committed to resolving your digestive issues, you will manage it. Effectiveness rating, 8.5 out of 10. Extremely effective despite the challenging texture. Position number 2, flaxseed oil combined with freshly ground black pepper and sea salt. Flaxseed oil contains the highest natural concentration of alpha-linolenic acid found anywhere on Earth. A single tablespoon delivers over 7,000 milligrams of ALA. It completely surpasses every other plant-based oil for omega-3 content, and omega-3 fatty acids are the single most critical nutrient for restoring intestinal lubrication. When you combine flax seed oil with a pinch of black pepper, something remarkable occurs. Piperine, the active compound in black pepper, increases ALA absorption by up to 40%. Your body takes in nearly half again as much of the beneficial compound. Add a small pinch of sea salt, and you create a mild osmotic response that draws additional water into your colon. You are essentially building a triple action formula: lubrication, enhanced absorption, internal hydration, three simple ingredients working in concert. Nutritional biochemistry research found that high-dose ALA supplementation improved bowel movement frequency by 47% and reduced straining by 52% within just 3 weeks. The preparation is simple: 1 tablespoon of cold pressed flax seed oil, 1/8 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, 1 small pinch of sea salt. Combine everything in a small glass, consume it immediately every morning, 20 minutes before your first meal, drink it right away. Flax seed oil begins oxidizing within minutes of air exposure. Within 1 week, people consistently report dramatically smoother bowel movements. Within a month, visible improvement in both stool consistency and frequency. The sole reason this does not claim the number one position is practicality. Flaxseed oil demands constant refrigeration. It turns rancid within weeks of opening. You cannot prepare it ahead of time. Each serving must be mixed fresh every single morning. That requires genuine daily discipline. But if you maintain that commitment, it outperforms most commercially available laxatives. Effectiveness rating 9 out of 10. Extraordinarily powerful but demanding consistent daily effort. And finally, position number 1, the undisputed champion of gut-restoring kitchen oils, extra virgin olive oil, combined with fresh lemon juice and freshly grated ginger. This combination delivers the highest concentration of oleic acid found in any consumable oil. A single tablespoon of quality extra virgin olive oil provides nearly 10 grams of pure oleic acid. Your body transforms oleic acid into a slippery protective barrier that lines your entire intestinal tract with remarkable efficiency. The fresh lemon juice contributes citric acid, which prompts your gallbladder to produce additional bile. Bile serves as your body's own built-in natural lubricant. Fresh ginger contains specialized compounds called gingerols, which directly stimulate those dormant peristaltic contractions back into action. Colon transit speed increases by 50 to 65% within hours, not days, not weeks, hours. But what truly distinguishes this combination from every other option is that it delivers both immediate relief and long-term restoration. Most oils provide a brief window of improvement. The effects of olive oil are cumulative. Every single day you consume it, your intestinal lining grows progressively healthier. Oleic acid directly stimulates specialized cells in your gut called goblet cells, prompting them to manufacture additional protective mucus. You are not merely obtaining temporary comfort. You are genuinely reconstructing the entire system. A significant clinical study found that adults who consumed extra virgin olive oil daily for 4 weeks demonstrated a 76% increase in complete bowel evacuations. They experienced major reductions in bloating and abdominal discomfort. Stool consistency improved across every measured category, and most critically, zero dependency developed. Their colons functioned more efficiently even after they discontinued supplementation. No cramping, no dependency, no violent urgency, simply smooth, complete, natural relief. People consistently report that the heaviness begins lifting within hours. Bloating diminishes within days. Within 3 to 4 weeks, the transformation is genuinely life-altering. It costs approximately $6 per bottle. 1 bottle lasts an entire month. It is almost certainly already in your kitchen. Effectiveness rating, a perfect 10 out of 10. Here's your exact protocol. Combine 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil with the juice of half a fresh lemon and 1/4 teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. Consume this every morning on a completely empty stomach. Your system should have been fasting for at least 8 hours. That is when your intestinal lining absorbs oleic acid with maximum efficiency. Purchase quality olive oil, cold-pressed extra virgin stored in a dark glass bottle. No blends, no light versions, no refined varieties, pure olive oil exclusively. Most grocery stores carry suitable bottles for $6 to $10. One bottle lasts a full month. The flavor is bold, oily, and tangy with a distinctive ginger warmth. Some people actually enjoy it, others simply tolerate it because within days, the results become undeniable. One note of caution. Olive oil consumed on an empty stomach may produce mild nausea during the first 2 to 3 days. Do not be alarmed. This is a natural bile flush response. It affects roughly 12 to 15% of people. Your body adjusts within days. Second consideration, extra virgin olive oil possesses mild blood thinning properties. If you have any bleeding disorders or currently take anticoagulant medications, consult your physician before beginning. But for the overwhelming majority of adults over 55 dealing with chronic constipation, this is the single most effective natural intestinal lubricant available. Begin each morning with your olive oil, lemon, and ginger combination. 1 tablespoon on an empty stomach. This becomes your foundation. During the afternoon, add either MCT oil with lemon juice or virgin coconut oil with raw honey to accelerate your progress. Select one and remain consistent. For maximum benefit, incorporate flaxseed oil with black pepper and sea salt 3 to 4 times weekly. Within 3 days, the bloating begins subsiding. Within 1 week, straining and internal pressure fade noticeably. Within 2 weeks, you move through your daily life feeling lighter, more comfortable, without your gut dominating your thoughts. Within 1 month, your digestive function will have improved so dramatically, your physician will ask what you changed. But consistency determines everything. You cannot follow this protocol for 3 days and anticipate lasting transformation. This is a daily practice, like maintaining your dental hygiene. The difference is this costs roughly $6 monthly. Compare that to prescription laxatives, costing hundreds of dollars annually, accompanied by side effect warnings longer than your arm. Never consume these oils alongside food or immediately after eating. An empty stomach is essential for optimal oleic acid absorption. Allow at least 30 minutes before your morning meal. Never heat your olive oil before consuming it. Elevated temperatures destroy beneficial polyphenols and oxidize the fatty acids, eliminating the lubricating properties entirely. Room temperature or slightly cool, without exception. Do not anticipate instant miracles. You will notice improvement rapidly. But complete intestinal restoration requires 3 to 4 weeks of unwavering daily commitment. Never discontinue prescribed medications without your physician's guidance. These oils support your digestive health, but significant changes warrant medical oversight. Never purchase inexpensive, refined, or blended versions. Purity is paramount. Read labels carefully. Avoid anything labeled as refined, light, or simply pure olive oil. Those terms indicate heavy processing that strips away the very compounds that make this effective.